Hey, welcome back to another house update. I'm not sure what update this is, but I'll put it somewhere in the video. I'm on the windows, and what I'm doing with the windows here is I'm making a wood, what they call a wood buck, and lighting is really kind of bad in here. And I can't figure out how to get this light to work on my camera. Anyway, using a 2x6, make a wood buck, and the windows I have nailing fins. Normally, I guess in block construction you'd buy a window that didn't have the fins to fit, but you can also do it this way. I'm anchoring the wood buck to the block. Now the block, let me take you over here and show you. I've also done some window foam to fill in around the gaps because my block work is not perfect. But over here, and this is the way I treat the windows too, is I use a product called Dry Lock, and it just put 2 coats on this all the way around the window. And if you were going to do stucco, you would bring it out to about here on all the way around as well. I have the outside here coated with some Thompson's Universal. But anyway, the windows openings are all done with this Dry Lock compound. And here's another one right here that I haven't put the foam on or anything like that, or in. And that's the smallest window. Now coming around to the outside, since I'm using 2x6, the window is recessed, so I have to fur it out, and I fur it out with another 2x6 on the sides, and then I make the sill plate out of a 2x4. I'm using redwood on the sill, and on the inside of the first strip up here behind, or right here actually, using redwood as well. This here is nothing more than pieces of siding that I've cut down, and I'll see how long that lasts. Normally I use a 1x4 around the outside, but I've decided to go with siding. I was using staples before I went to nails. Staples are going to have to get painted over here because they will rust, and of course the nails will too, unless you recess them and then fill them. As it needs to be recessed a little more, filled in. Okay, anyway, that is the trim for the outside of the window. And let me take you over to one window I'm going to be doing. Okay, on this window you can see the nailing fin, and what I've done is I've used screws instead of nails. I just don't like trying to put roofing nails, which you're supposed to use, through these at this close. If the window was out a little bit and it was 2x6 construction or something, then yeah, maybe. But I decided to have screws, and I didn't do every hole, of course. But behind the fin, silicone behind it, and of course then I went around it, the top and down inside with silicone around the edge there. And I left the, I left the bottom part, I left it open in case any water gets out. There's no silicone to hold it back in so it can drip down. So if water were to get behind the flange, then this open area at the bottom would allow the water to run down onto the, and you can see the Dry Lock that is on here. And so what I do from here is I take a furring strip. Well, no, I don't do that first. No, I don't. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I doubt it. Well, maybe. That ain't too bad. Angle it down a little bit so the water will drain. Put the redwood sill on, and then my furring strip, and I'm using screws with these as well because I want to be able to take it off easier if I could. And you get the idea here. And then Maybe I'll leave a little reveal or something. Maybe a 1/4 of an inch reveal or an 1/8. Not sure. But I will also fill in with caulking around this edge here and all the edges, and of course around the outside here. And then the block will be able to be painted right up to it and everything. So that's what I'm doing now. I've got this window here and that window down there, and I will be finished with my outside windows. I mean, with the outside finishing of all my windows, and then I'm going to start on the doors. Okay, I just finished up. I've got that trim on and all the caulking. I ran out of clear and had to use some white at the top, and that's all right though. I wanted the clear, but when you paint it, it's not going to make any difference. This one's done. Ran out of caulking on this one. You can still see the nail holes need to be caulked, and some of them are on the window. But anyway, that is that. So again, this is Steve AZ711 saying thanks for watching. Until the next video, bye for now. Cat. Another cat. Hiding. Right there. Coming out. Down to 2 coyotes, owls, stray dogs, and domestic dogs. And a bobcat every once in a while. Okay, bye for now. Check out the fish. And they're down there.